Be the 2018 Ryan Blaney Menards paint scheme. Very easy to do. We're gonna do this live. We'll try to get it done as fast as we can. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Junior Cervantes, Nexus Combat, Burning Fireplace, and NASCAR Lover 2017. My bad, I thought I said Lowe's. Okay, so let's get started. If you guys want, this is what you gotta do, okay? You might have to catch up. Okay, this is very simple. This is NASCAR 15, so you want to go to paint mode or paint booth, and if, we're gonna create a. It has to be a new scheme, okay? Also, it can't be a career mode for this. What we're doing right here, okay? Because you cannot use the Menards logo. This makes it super easier for us. So it won't be a career mode paint scheme. It'll just be a regular scheme. So go ahead, pick the Ford. Let's get to this. This paint scheme will not be on NASCAR Heat 2, I'm assuming, until like next year sometime. So we're way ahead of the game here on NASCAR 15. So here we are. Here's our default paint scheme. Let me reverse out here. So what I do right away is I go over here to the sticker options, and we'll put everything is already here, always underneath. Headlight number off. We turn that off, guys. Car number, we turn this one off because we're gonna make our own number. I hope you guys can hear me good. Turn this down a little bit. Go. Anthony, it's Noah here, aka NASCAR with 48 in his name. Nice. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave this on, leave that on. Rookie stripes, we're turning those off. So there you go, we're ready already. Here is the start to the 2018 Ryan Blaney paint scheme. I have a picture of it that I will be using. He's got this yellow color going on, and it's just a glossy finish. It's not matte or anything. So go ahead and pick. Let's just do all. What the hell? Okay. So slide this over towards the yellow. Let me turn this TV down just a little bit. It makes me feel like I gotta scream. I gotta in order for you to hear me, but I think the volume is good. So here we go. If you got your PS3 on, I hope I killed enough time for you to get ready. And we'll start off with the hood, everybody. Okay? This should be the, right there. So we went to yellow. A real bright yellow with the R2. So then you want to press R1. Okay, boom. Now we can move over here to the hood. Let's take a look at it. Looks nice, wonderful. We'll hit new. We'll go to text. And we'll just do this real easy. I mean, okay, here we go. Spell out Duracell. Boom. Alright, just find the style that looks like it the most. Which, we don't want to pick anything too big, because it looks, you know. Actually, you know what I was thinking? Hold on, let me see how many times we gotta use this Duracell. I think it's just one time. No, we gotta use it on the right rear. Okay, so let's do something different. We'll go over here to brush. And we got to create a new brush. These are some of my other decals that I have made already. Some of them I don't delete. You see, like I got Sylvania, Jimmy John's Burger King. We got the Hunt Brothers, Jimmy John's, 48 to 88, this Stuart Haas one that we made. So we got 3 pages basically. Once we're here, we'll go ahead and I created that one. So we'll go and hit the new one, and then we just get started right here. So go ahead and put Duracell on here again. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Thank you for spending your part of your day here with me. Now once again, I'm looking left and right to see what kind of which one of these fonts look like how it is on the game or in real life. My bad. So it looks like this one, style 10, is the most closest one you'll get. Main reason why is the C. You see how the C just goes straight out? This one is kind of like it, but it has those lines in it. All these C's are curved at the end, so we're gonna roll with this one. So we'll go ahead and hit add, and let's scale this down. We'll shrink it in a little bit. And then also the color is black, so go ahead and let's change this color. Boom, boom. Right there. Okay, that's there. Alright, now you see how it's angled a little bit different? This is when you want to go to skew and you want to turn it a little bit. There you go. You see how it's looking more straight up and down? And then just go ahead and stamp it or hit apply. Boom. That's saved. Okay, next you want to go up here to decal and let's just take this circle right here, okay? We're going to change the color of this circle to black. And also, once we're done with that, go to scale, and you can turn lock ratio on so it will shrink it all one size down instead of messing with left and right. I hope you guys know what I'm saying. If you make paint schemes, sure, you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we'll scale it down a little bit more because we're looking at the picture to make sure it's somewhat accurate with how it looks. Okay, so that's looking good right there. So you want to go ahead and apply it. Then come right here and do text. God, I just ate more Thanksgiving food, guys. So my throat is like clogged with food. Okay, so we're going to do a capital R. And that's it by itself. We need to pick a R that's real thin. Yeah, just like that. Style number 8. Go ahead and hit add down here. Of course, we want to change the color to black again. So that's done. We'll go ahead and move the R over here. We're just basically creating the registered trademark R. So you want to move this R right over here in the middle of the circle. Let's move it down a little bit more. Right there. Oops. Okay, that's good. So go ahead and hit apply, boom, and hit start to save it. And then you can just put whatever you want. Either way, the more you update this, the more you got to change the name of it. So boom. Dura is done, everybody. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Zachary, NASCAR Loves, Gamer, Zachary, Billy Davis, NASCAR with 48 in his name. Next is Combat, Junior Cervantes, everybody out there. Okay, so let's continue. We're gonna go and hit new, and then we're gonna take what we just created. This takes a little while to load my custom decals because I got so many. So we'll go right here to page 3. We're gonna click this logo we just made, and we're gonna stick it right here on Ryan Blaney's 2018 Ford Fusion. So let's go to scale. I could do this without this little interface here, but we'll keep it on just to show you guys. So go ahead and hit scale. Once again, when I'm doing all of this, I am constantly looking. God, man, my throat. I'm constantly looking at a picture on the side. So when I just make sure it looks like how it does in real life. So we'll go ahead and move this down. And it's a little bit thinner than the width of the hood. So let's go ahead and scale this down. We'll turn lock ratio off so we can thin this out. There we go. We're making it a little bit thinner. Also move it to the right. It looks way thinner still, so let's keep moving it inward. We're about right. If anything, it needs to be a little bit thinner and move it up. No, that's perfect. We'll go down just a tad. So right there, boom, we got Duracell done. Let's go ahead and hit to show you, and we'll stamp it. Boom. So the Duracell part is done already. Let's do the easy part. You go back up here to new and go to decals. This will only work if you don't make a career paint scheme. If you make just a regular paint scheme, you'll have these sponsor logos already ready to go. So just go over here, pick Menards, and stick it like, make this screen where you can see the car even, and then go ahead and let's look at our picture again. If you look at the picture, the Menards logo isn't straight across. The Menards logo has a tilt to it, so we're gonna hit L1, go up to rotate, and let's rotate this thing to the where the right side goes up and left side goes down, because there's a little bit of a tilt to it. The S almost hits the top by the window. Right here we'll go to scale, and the lock ratio is off, so we can make the width of this bigger. So let's go ahead and make this wider. We're gonna move this up forward also. It looks like the Menards S almost hits this window, what's that called, the middle between the doors and stuff. So the Menards logo isn't wide enough yet, so we got to go ahead and make it a little bit wider. There we go. Once again, I'm looking at the pictures, the picture of this car, which you could find on Ryan Blaney's Twitter, and match this up perfectly. So it looks like it's still wider than what we're working with here, so let's go ahead and make this bigger. Boom. This looks almost right. The rotation is just a little bit too much. There you go. It's a little like that. The bottom of Menards hits the tire well on this paint scheme that they showed us, but we're just gonna keep it like this. So this width is pretty good, and it looks almost like the picture that they put out to the public to see how it looks. So we'll go ahead and just hit stamp, which is the triangle button. Okay, it's stamped on there. Now we can move it. So let's move it over to the other side. Okay, and we got to do the same thing. The rotation needs to be changed where the M is higher than the S. So let's go to rotate and then move the right side up and the left side down a little bit. Okay, this is how they got it. So you'll see what I mean if you guys look at the picture of it. We're gonna move that up a little bit more. Okay, that's looking good. And once again, go ahead and look at the size difference. The left side of the car seems to be a little bit longer than the right when you put stuff on here, and the M ends before that rear window on this side of the car. It doesn't reach the, that bar between the two windows. So this looks good. We're going to go ahead and once again, I think we'll just place it on here. So just hit apply, which is X. Boom. So there, we almost look like a 2018 already Ryan Blaney paint scheme. Let me read chat for a little bit. Corvette says, do you guys have drive the 41 and 77 cars next year? We're just doing this one. Nascar with 48 says, I'm watching football, which the Vikings are winning 27-13 right now. Stafford just made a big pass, got almost to the 50-yard line. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. What's up, iAnthuny? You won't remember me, but I used to be Awkward Jaguar. Yeah, no clue. Okay. So we're going to continue on with our paint scheme here. Thanks a lot, NASCAR with 48 in your name. Now, what I like to do is I like to start doing the hard stuff too. Okay? No, I'm not talking about whiskey or anything. Also, when you're making these paint schemes, this is one of the main things you want to do. You do not want to forget. Go ahead and turn on this. You want to hit start and hit save and continue, or save and exit. So we'll just go and save. We're just going to use like our Ryan Blaney RB 2018. Every time you save this, you got to rename it. So there you go, RB 2018, and you want to save this because the game tends to glitch up on you if you don't save what you've done. So once we come back from this, we'll get working on some more stuff here. Give me 1 second. This is my career mode Dal Jr. car. That's why it has all those extra things on the bottom. So we'll go to edit scheme. We'll go back over here towards our Ryan Blaney car. Boom. We'll edit paint scheme. Let's get back to work, guys. You know what I want to do? I want to make this 12. The 12 has to be made. This will probably the hardest part of making your own paint scheme. It's the number. Not only because you got to change it from side to side, but it's just hard making it like how they got it. So let's go ahead and I need to find a good picture of the 12 right there. Basically it has a black outside and a 2. So this one we're gonna I'm trying to figure out, should I make a brush or should I just create it by itself and then stamp it on there? We'll see what these guys say. The Penske font is super easy to do, says Jonathan. You might remember my PSN. My Shaka bro. No clue. Jonathan's saying do a brush. We might have to. So, because you see how you got to flip the numbers around like that? That's the one thing you got to deal with. So we'll go ahead and we'll look through the text to see if we could find a number that looks, or you know, which font will look the most like Penske's number 12. So here we are, style 1, which looks very close but is not it. Font 2 almost looks just like it. I want to say font 2, we might have a winner chicken dinner. Style 1 and 4 are not it because the 1 is really different. The 2 looks like it, but yeah. Style 5 is not it. The 2 is way off. 6 is off. 7 is off. That one's off too. This one looks like it. This one really, oh no, because the top of the 2 comes down. So I think we got a winner right here. The second one is gonna be the font that you might most likely choose. So we'll go ahead and we got to skew the 12 so it's straight up and down. Okay, or wait, we'll put it like this, and then we got to turn the angle of it. Okay, it's not angled too much, so let me hold on, skew. I'm gonna make it straight, and then I want to turn it slowly. Whoopsie, I'm messing up already. Son of a biscuit. Okay, boom. Alright, this is somewhat getting to it. It's not angled too much, but it is angled, okay? Yeah, it's kind of looking like we gotta rotate it even. There we go. I hope that's right. Okay, and also I'm gonna make the scale bigger. I locked the ratio, so let's make this bigger, because more than likely this is gonna have to go on the hood, and this is not looking too straight. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Now with the logo here, or with the number, what I like to do next is we got to get the color. So let's go ahead and switch to the color, and then we'll switch this over. It looks like a darker red, So the more lower you go over here, the more, you know, reddish it is. It isn't like a super bright red like that. So we'll go something around here. I think a little bit darker. It's kind of like a Joey Logano red. Let's say a little bit above that. That might be a little bit too bright. We'll go with that one. So boom, the red is done, right? Okay, so you go ahead and hit stamp. Boom, that's stamped there. So now I can go and switch the color again. Let me go ahead and do that. And the back of the 12 is black. So let's switch this to black. We'll just move it over there. And we'll just apply it for now. Okay, so see, I got 2 layers here. We can move this layer behind this one. And boom. So now with the black, you want to adjust that. So what I do is I make a couple different stamps here. One will be wider, one will be taller, and maybe one will be shrinked inside. I like to read chat here. Let's see what chat's saying. Corvette's saying Menards is sponsoring Paul for 22 races, and they're sponsoring Blaney for 14. Yeah. Kevin Alvarado says the car maker thing is only in Victory Edition. Yes, it is only in Victory Edition. What's going on, my dude? Boss Hog says we're making Ryan Blaney's 2018 paint scheme today here on Thanksgiving. So let's go up. Let's check it out. Sponsors Ryan. I thought Menards is sponsoring Ryan Blaney. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so we got control of the black 12 right now, and I'll make it a little bit bigger, and you'll see how it, see it's taking over. Okay, so we'll go ahead, and that looks about accurate with the picture on how much the black number sticks. So we'll go ahead and stamp that one time. It's stamped. So now I'll take this scale again, and I can make it wider. So see how it will stick out in front of the 1 and stuff. This might not work here. So instead of doing that, let's shrink it down. We'll see if that will go. Okay, that's working out a little bit better. But we got to change this up a little bit. We got to some of it is looking like we're gonna have to take like a black line and just make our own lines through there. So boom, that's like that. We're gonna go ahead and hit to stamp it right now. Boom. Okay, that's stamped, and we'll go ahead and move this to the left now so it sticks out a little bit. Okay, you see how it's sticking out, and we'll scale it up bigger. Actually, you know what I'll do? I got 2 layers here. The very first layer we'll hit adjust. Okay, the very first layer is there, so it's stamped there, and now I'm gonna move a new layer, which is that size, over to the left. Boom, it's stamped. Or I could stamp it right now. Okay, and then I'll take the other one. I'll take the same size, and I'm moving it over to the right. Okay, so it kind of looks a little bit skewed out at the top now, so we want to change that. There we go. And also it's getting a little bit taller at the top, but we might have to leave it. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit stamp again. So we got 5 of these black levels here, which we could remove this one. Delete. Okay, this is looking okay. I mean, it still needs a lot of work, and we just hold on, let me see what's going on here. Why is this not? Okay, hold on 1 second. Which one did I mess up on? I think this one we could delete. Let me move this one too. One second, guys. There we go. Okay. So that's about that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a decal now. It could be a square, whatever you want. And let's shrink this square down, because this is where we just go in. It's like a marker, guys. We're just gonna go in and put in some black here and there. Somebody says, yeah, I want you to race this car, Anthony. I'll try. What is your favorite part about Thanksgiving? Seeing family, I guess. But like, I really miss my grandmas and all of them. They all passed away though. So, but yeah. Football, food. Some Hunter says this looks terrible. Thanks, dude. Don't watch, dude. That's all I gotta say. Don't even watch, dude. It's just gonna hurt you. Somebody says, can you do Byron's car one day? It's totally up to I don't know. We'll see. I guess it's up to me. So we're gonna go ahead and take this. We're gonna stamp this right here. Okay, it's stamped, and then let's move it behind the red layer. So boom. So now it's behind the red. We'll go ahead and move this, and we'll put it right here. Okay, but you see how it's not aligned right? So let's go ahead and try to get this as close as we can. And it needs a little bit of skewing to match up. So we gotta skew it to the top goes to the right a little bit, and then move this over. Okay, we gotta move it down a little bit. Whoopsie. You know what sucks about this is that when we do the other side, we might have to do this again, but we'll see. Okay, that's good enough. So he says there's 87 days till Daytona 500. Try to do Brad Keselowski's discount tire paint scheme. We'll see. Okay, so that part's done. So we'll go ahead and we'll hit adjust. We stamped it there, so it's there. And then we can take that piece again and move it over here to do behind this too. Okay? And then just stamp it right there also. Go ahead and move this over here, and we need to make this wider so it goes up and completes that one. Okay? Okay. I hope you guys are following along with me. Because it's Thanksgiving and I'm chilling with you guys. I already did my Thanksgiving yesterday, so not much else to do today. So boom. We'll stamp it there, and if you look at underneath this 2, yeah, the 2 kind of looks, I want to say the 2 is almost kind of off right here, right in this middle part. You know what, we could fix that, guys. This is looking good, Breadman says. Okay, so we'll leave this right here, okay, and then we'll move it. I'm gonna move this up here because the 2 looks a little bit different in the middle. In fact, that might not be the right decal to do. So let's go ahead and take it. We're gonna go with which one would work? This one? I'm thinking this one will work. Okay, so we got this, and we gotta switch, or wait, no. I'm trying to think what I could do here. You know what? We'll have to save that for once we put this on the car. You see where I'm talking about? I'll show you real quick. This part right here. This part between the top of the 2, this needs to be changed to look more like how it should. And we could do that once we put it on the car. We might have to do that all the way around it by itself. So yeah. Okay. So the back of the 2 number could use a little bit more black there, but I don't want to mess around with it too much. Trying to think what I could do. We'll just go up here, we'll take a decal, and we need a curved one like that. We're going to change the color to black. Let's go right there. Okay, and I want to change the scale, so we're going to make this longer and thinner, because that's the way she likes it. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and move this over here. so it gets behind there. Okay, so it's right there. We'll go ahead and move this behind the 12, and boom, it's there. So we'll go ahead and hit edit, move this around a little bit because we need to make this black line look a little bit more thick. So move it down a little bit. I kind of want to do a curved one. I mean, it might have been easier just using a flat line. Oh well. I mean, honestly, people, when they're racing you, if you're fast, they ain't gonna have time to look at that. Okay, so let's move this. Actually, I'm gonna rotate this thing because we're gonna make it flat. Okay, we gotta shrink it. Move it down. Rotate and widen it. Okay, I don't even know if this helps. We might flip this back. I'm all over the page. Or place. My bad, did I just say page? Okay, there we go. We're just gonna leave it like that, guys. Boom. Okay, then just hit start and then save. We'll fix that middle of the two once we paste it onto the main car. So we'll just name this RB12. Boom. There we go. Okay. So here's our 2018 Ryan Blaney car, yada yada yada. We'll go ahead and let's stick it on the side right here first. Okay, actually we got a couple places to stick this brush thing right away. Okay. Let's go ahead and get through these decals. It's gonna take a little while for them to load. Okay, there we go. It's there. We'll go ahead and make this bigger. Scale, lock ratio, you want it on. Okay, it'll just make it easier for you. We'll go ahead and move this, and that's way too big. That looks like an ARCA series number. So right now I'm going to turn the lock ratio off, and also I'm looking at the picture to make sure I get this as accurate as I can. Okay, we're going to rotate this a little bit and then move it down. All right, here we go. We're going to scale it thinner, a little bit more thinner, and the width looks about right. I don't know, we're kind of going fast here, but whatever. Oh, the width looks really big, right? It goes way too far out that way. Okay, boom, then we slide it back to about right there. Let's switch this a little bit up. Okay, we're gonna work on this. So we're gonna stamp it there. Let's move it up here on top of the car. We're gonna make this really big now. It goes almost all the way across the top. We gotta go individually and fix this thing. Okay, this looks like it's actually in a good position. Yeah, what's up, Lowe's Girl? Thanks for stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving. Zachary Mears says, you know, all the tires in the pit road ball. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure if it says Menards up there, so we'll find out. We'll go ahead and stamp that right there, and then we're gonna keep moving this around right here. Let me move my picture. Dang it, I don't got a good picture of it right there. So scale, we'll go ahead and turn this on and shrink it down. What's up, Ethan? How you doing? Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. We'll go ahead and put the 12 right here. We got rotated a little bit. Scale. A little bit bigger. There isn't many pictures of this online, guys, this car. So we're just working with what we got. Okay, we got the number right there. We'll probably have to move it. And then Penske puts their numbers back here on the lower right, the one that we got, the picture we got, their numbers back right down here. So we'll go ahead and stick it there. Although it looks like it's a little bit more towards right there. Okay, stamp. Then we'll go ahead and take one of these Menards. You know, right there. It's stamped right there. So let's go ahead and stamp it and then move it. Boom. We're going to move this right here to the rear panel. Let's make it more straight. And then shrink down the size. Okay, it goes right here. We gotta make it straight. Boom. Okay, and according to the pictures, it's pretty wide. It almost takes up that whole little license plate space. Okay, that's good. That's about that. Okay, so we're at this point so far. So we'll do one more thing and then we're gonna go ahead and save it again. We'll go move this to the spoiler, and this is where the spoiler gets changed. So it's the number of the red from the 2 that we just did. So it has to match our numbers, okay? So we're gonna go with, like, let's say that red right there. I really can't see from this angle, but let's take a look. Okay, that red might be a little bit too bling blingy. Without the light on it, it doesn't look that shiny. So let's go back and spoiler, and we're gonna bring this down a little bit, and then let's go take a look again. Okay, so it's looking great. That red almost matches up. So if you see this line right here that appears, it's like a glitch. You see it over the left front rim. That line is basically telling you, hey, you better save this before your game freezes and you won't be able to save it. Okay, but sometimes it appears early. Right now it's on the hood. Anyway, so go ahead and save it again. We'll just hit save and exit. I do this as a safety precaution, guys, because I don't want to lose what I've just worked on, you know, for the past, what is it, like 30 minutes now? Anthony, you're the best YouTuber ever. Agree? Not really. I mean, if I had more time, maybe I could do other things, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, I still gotta work tomorrow, so H HeroBot says, damn, this is pretty good. Thanks, man. So we'll go ahead and let's continue on with our scheme here. We still got a lot of other stuff to do. We still have to finish our 12 numbers. Oh my god, I barely beat Jeff Gordon by want a picture across. Okay, nice. So we'll go ahead, we'll take a look at it. We still got to put Pennzoil right there above the Ford logo. That 12 has to be moved around. And it looks like he has a bunch of different paint schemes on the trunk tail lid, whatever you want to call that. So let's go ahead and we'll see if we can move around this logo right here. Right here, boom. Okay, wait, no, actually, let's just take one from the other side because it's already the right height. When that happens, just hit circle again, because it sometimes glitches up. So we'll go ahead and stamp that one there, and then we're gonna move it. Will you go online again? We'll see. It's really early in the day, so this one we just bring over from the driver's side, which it goes the same angle over here on the front, but they got this moved over more than the left side. So they got it up. This is almost right where they have it on the picture that I'm looking at. If anything, this scale could be up a little bit taller. We'll bring that down a little bit. So boom, you know, it wasn't like Dale Jr.'s number where you got to change it. So we'll fix that too, guys. That's easy mode. We'll keep doing most of the scheme here. Whoops. So we're gonna go to new decal, and if there isn't a Pennzoil logo here, we could just go ahead and create one. It's really easy. Yeah, I was thinking there was a Pennzoil one, but there's mobile one, and let's just hope I'm not missing it. Yeah, I don't see it. I've scanned real slowly there. So we'll do this part. It's really easy. Just go to text, and then type in Pennzoil, all capital letters, and then OIL. And once again, we want to look for the one that looks the most accurate to it. That one looks really good, but it's kind of wide. That one's not it. This one looks good too, but it's too kind of, I don't know, that might work. Number 8 might work, guys. I'm thinking 8 or 5. 5 looks almost just like it too. We'll go with 5. Okay, so now that we found our number, we'll go ahead and move this down here. Make this straight. Oops. We gotta skew it also, guys. You see how it's kind of like, whoops. There. Okay. Let's change the color also. We're gonna make that black. Boom. Hit start and then scale. Go ahead and lock ratio on and then shrink it down. And this goes, it's big enough where it goes across 2 hood pins. So we'll move it like right around there. And it kind of looks, like it's up a little bit more. Put it right there and then a little bit wider. Boom. We'll just stamp it right there. Okay. We still got a lot of hard parts coming up on here. We got a red and a black line that need to be done. Let's see what else we can do real quickly. There's another word. Let's get this these little ones done. Go ahead. Text. Okay. If you're following me on this video, let's say in the future, thanks for watching. Okay, so he's got this Richmond logo on the bottom right. Make sure you spell it out like that. Okay, and then it's just basic lettering. Looks like it might be that one where that C is different again. But this is all capitalized. We gotta find one where it's small, the one part of it. Like this might have to work, guys. Number 6, okay? So go ahead and hit add. Let's switch the color. And you know, we could make a brush of this. That might have helped. Just so we got it. But whatever. We'll just leave it. We'll go ahead and shrink this down. Richmond. Go ahead. You can barely read it. But okay. And then this goes right over here. And then the scale is wider. Let's put it, it's like about that wide. And it's pretty close to the bottom too. I think that's about accurate. Okay, so we got that right there. Give me 1 second. I'm looking at the picture here. Let's make it a little bit wider and bigger. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna stamp it right there. We stamped it and then we're gonna move it. We're gonna move this to the other side and do the same thing. Make it even, because you see how the D part is up. Okay, move it. Boom. Then move this over to about right there. And we'll go ahead and just lay it there. That's it. Boom. We placed it there, okay? And then he has like these 2 lines over the top of it, which this is why I should have created a brush. It would have made it much easier. But we'll look for some decals that look like those lines he has there, which there might not be any. Son of a biscuit. Actually, this one looks like it, kind of. I don't think these flames will work. The stars, no. What does Richmond sponsor do again? I'm not sure. I really can't read it right now. It's the only picture they have of this thing. It looks really small. The Richmond logo. So I can't, like, I'm sure I could Google it and see what it is. That might be the best thing to do. So guys, this one right here looks really good. This one right here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take this. We're going to make it black. I should have made just a paintbrush of this. So that's good. The color's good. We're going to move this over here. And then we're going to... we messed up already, it looks like. Son of a biscuit. Let's see how it looks. We got to shrink it down anyway. It's going to be so small. Okay, so this Richmond thing goes like this. It's a little bit wider. Move it up. And it needs to be over more because it's not above the R, it's right above the I. Okay, we'll shrink it down. Make it thinner. Okay, so we're going to stamp it that way, and then we're going to rotate it and move it the other way. Okay, and then go over here. We're moving it down. We're moving it towards this D over here. Moving it towards the D. Okay, we're going to rotate it a little bit more and bring it down. Oh man, I'm really messing up here. Okay, good enough. Okay, same thing. Move it over towards the other side and do the same freaking thing, guys. It's nothing hard about it. Actually, I was looking at the wrong picture of this car while I was making this. God. Or the wrong, you know. Okay, so stamp it and then rotate this back the other way. And we're almost done already. Move this over. This thing goes right above the eye. Boom. Okay. Next, there's some lettering underneath there. Underneath this Richmond thing, there's some words. I don't know what words exactly. So we could just put like iAnthuny is lit daddy. iAnthuny is lit is good enough, okay? So it looks like it's real thin lettering like that, so boom. And then we'll change the color. And this thing's gonna be so small, so it doesn't matter, guys. Like, you won't even be able to read this. It's okay. So you just put this right there. We can stretch it out. Boom. Okay, and then stamp it there. We stamped it under there. We're gonna move it to the other side. Thanks, Red Man. Hey, also, Gamer says he's been subbed to me since 2013. Wow. Thanks, man. Okay, we'll move this up a little bit. And we'll just place it right there. Boom. Okay, that's done. What's the next logo? Knopf? Does that say? Hold on, let me go look. I gotta Google it. K-N-A-U-F. Yeah, Knauf. It says it's time to save energy. So basically this is what it is. You go ahead and you need... I'm just going to say it's all capital letters, guys. K-N-A-U-F. Okay, and then we need to find the appropriate layout, which this looks like it. It even has the lean to it already. Oh, God, let's. You know what? We're gonna create a brush, guys. I normally like to do brushes, so then I don't gotta redo different things on every side. So let's go ahead and we gotta spell this out again. A-U-F. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there once again. Okay. Hit add. We're going to change the color. And let's go ahead and make this black again. Boom. Okay. So you're like, oh, is that all you got to do? No. And what's up with that spacing? I guess that's going to be as close as we can get it. Black, okay, and then let's see, can we scale this in? It doesn't help because it looks like the words are that far apart, or the word. So we'll just leave it. Okay, guys, we're gonna leave it like that. So go ahead and hit decal, grab a square, make this square black, okay. Boom, okay, that's done. We're gonna move this over here, and then you want to scale this down. Okay, move it over here. The K in this logo is longer than, you know, that's what makes it unique. So go ahead and skew this, and you want to skew the tip of this to go with the K. Okay, and see it's a little bit thin, so let's make it a little bit wide. There we go. Okay, that looks good. So you want to hit stamp. Now, boom, that's done. Now you want to take this logo, or this thing we just made, and move it over here now and put it with the F, because this is how they make their logo. Okay, so that's looking good. It's lined up. You hit boom. Now this is done. We'll hit save. We'll just put we'll label it KN. Name KN, okay? Saves us some time here. Okay, that's done. So now we want to go up here to brush, and we want to bust it out. Third page, there we go. And you want to bring this right here, and they have it really shrunk down, and like it's not even that big at all, it looks like. We'll make it a little bit bigger though, just so we can read it. So it's right above Richmond, not too close, but right about there, guys. Okay. And we're just gonna stamp it, so boom, there it is. Let's move it to the other side. Looks kind of weird. Okay, boom, get close to that. Let's bring that down. You got to rotate the thing from side to side, because some of these, the sides don't match up that much. I don't know why, but whatever. So that's done. Boom. Okay, now what's on that rear quarter panel? Oh, I see. Okay, Duracell is on the rear quarter panel. So we got one made already. It's right here on the hood, right? So you go ahead and hit stamp, okay? So it's stamped there. It's going to stay right there. Grab the Duracell logo that you've made already. Bring it over. You could leave it like right here and scale it down. Bring it in and then shrink it down. Move it over, and you want to look at your picture. So it looks like this one's at an angle too, but we don't want to angle it that much, so I'm rotating it. And then we're going to scale this wider. Boom. This looks like it's above that crease right there. Just widen it out a little bit more. That's good. Okay, so we go ahead and hit stamp. Boom. It's stamped right there. It's not gonna move. All right. You could use mirror, but mirror doesn't always work on here. Now let me look at this other thing, and it looks like the front goes up, but not that much. So we're gonna make this right there. It looks good. Boom. Duracell. Okay. So we're getting there, guys. We did the Knopf Richmond and stuff. So let me look at the rear of this car. But as you can see, we need to save this scheme again because we don't want to lose what we've done. You see that line showing up right there by the left rear tire, that red thing? Okay, so go ahead and hit start and then save and exit again. Let's do this. Save over the older version. Somebody says, make a Chase Elliott. He did. Yeah, I did this past years already. Dude says, I'm back. Wow, this looks awesome. We're working on it. It's slowly getting there. I think we need to work on the number now. Okay. So we'll go ahead and hit edit. Let's get back over here. Boom. Edit paint scheme. Make a Chase Elliott number 9 Hooters paint scheme next. We'll see. I mean, I just wanted to do this one for Thanksgiving. Give me 1 second. I want to see what logo this is. Carzile. Okay, so he has another logo, guys. We're probably gonna have to make a brush for this one. Oops, I didn't give it enough time to load. Okay, so go to... Oh, I did it again. I gotta wait for my things to load. Make an Alex Bowman 2018 scheme. We'll see. NASCAR Heat won't have these schemes for a while, so I like to... When I make these paint schemes, it feels like I update my game. I'm making my game NASCAR 18 Victory Edition. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm breathing new life into it. I bring something new to it for next year. So this sponsor right here is on the between the rear windows, and it says it's a Carzile Companies Incorporated is a global diversified company that designs, manufactures, and markets a wide range of products that serve a broad range of markets, including commercial roofing. So let's get this done. This is another one of his sponsors for this year. Oops. Just want to make sure I spelled that right. Okay. So we're gonna find, I'm thinking it's this one again, where it looks like it, yeah, except for the A is a little bit different, but we're gonna roll with it, guys. We're just gonna have to deal with it. And he has where, let me lock ratio, we're gonna lock ratio and shrink it down. And then we'll go ahead and stamp it right here, and then we want to go to adjust, we're gonna stamp it. And then we're gonna rotate or change the color. Boom, we're making it black. Okay, so go ahead and hit apply. So now we got the black one in front of the white. We're gonna move the black down so it's behind the white, and then we basically go back to the black. Once again, adjust the scale. So it's stamped once already, but you can't see anything, right? So you want to move it to the left. Boom, stamp it. And then you want to move it to the right. Boom, stamp it. Okay, move it back towards the middle a little bit. And then you want to make it taller. Boom. Okay, you see how it's not matched up perfectly yet? So make it a little bit wider. And then move it this way. Whoopsie. Actually, I think we're messed up already. Son of a biscuit. Okay, let's adjust. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna put it right there, and then we're gonna move it one more time, right there. Okay, good enough, right? Save. This is such a small, nobody will even tell, dude. You won't even be able to see this damn sponsor, alright? Although it does look really black on this thing on my screen. It looks really black, guys. So let's go back over to it. We're gonna have to edit it. Let's wait for it to load. Where is it? Oh no. Is this it? Yeah, it is it. Okay. Go to brush. Alright. Instead of pressing X on it, you press square. And square will let you edit it. Okay? So now that it's here, we want a black decal. We're going to go ahead and pick this. Change the color. Just pick a square. Change the color to black. Okay? And then stamp it. It's there. Then move it down below the white. Okay? So now it's behind the white lettering. Go ahead and shrink this down. And then make it wider. Move this over. Right there. Scale it wider again. And make it a little bit taller. There you go. That might have been more easier than doing the whole, you know what. Okay, that's good enough. Like I said, nobody's going to see this thing. But we want to make it somewhat accurate. So, it looks like this Lions Vikings game is almost over here. Still remains kind of close. So we just made that decal, alright? You're like, where does it go? I'll show you. Go ahead and hit brush and load it. Boom, we got it right here. Where is it? There you are. So we'll go ahead and stick this right here. It's a little bit too big, it looks like, and too wide. So there, we'll move it. It goes over this part. Let me make sure. I'm gonna look at this other picture. Yeah, both sides, they go a little bit further than that window, and up the rear window, but not all the way up. So this looks good. We're gonna rotate it a little bit more so the E goes downward, and bring it in, and then stamp it. Boom. There, it's done on that side. We're gonna bring it over, and we're gonna put it over here now. So rotate this. Boom. Bring it down. And let's bring that E part down. There we go. Okay, boom. It's stamped. So it's there. You see that line isn't showing up yet where it says, hey, I'm gonna freeze up on you, and you won't have a chance to save this. Well, it's not there yet. Okay, let's do a couple more easy things before we get to the nitty-gritty. Okay. This is the easy part. Ryan Blaney. Simple mode. Easy. Nothing hard about it. You don't gotta send me gold in the mail or anything. I just do this for the heck of it, for you guys to see how to do it, okay? So this one's kind of angled. It looks like they just got his name up and down, so we'll just go with that. Okay, change the color to black because it's white. Boom. Hit done. Okay, move this up here. You want to scale this down, which he doesn't take up any of his window, it looks like. Some drivers keep their name like that, but not Brian Blaney here. He's got it where it's like this. according to this picture. So we'll make it a little bit bigger though, like right there. Go ahead and look at it. Look at the picture. Look back and forth because you want to get this right. Boom. We'll stamp it, and then we'll go ahead and move this to the other side. Let me make sure this is what he's got all over here. Yeah, it's just his name right above there. No American flag, nothing. Just Ryan Blaney. Boom. There you go. Let's re-chat here for a second and give me a little break, okay? With me, I love making old school 90s and 2000s schemes. And that's cool. What else? Anthony, join in the Facebook and look at my 12 schemes. I'm Pedro Napoli. Alright. I aspire to be as good as you with brushes. The only thing is I've done that's good as a Blue Angel Crest, okay? It's my new NASCAR driver. Anthony, join Facebook. Look at my 12 schemes. We'll see if I got time sometime. How's everybody doing out there? You guys doing good though? I hope everybody's doing wonderful. Is Ryan Blaney joining Team Penske? Yes. It's already inked, dude. It's a done deal. Okay, now this is gonna be the fun part. Alright, everybody. Don't be upset with me. Don't get upset. Some of you guys might be like, that is too hard, iAnthuny. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to get it done. And let's go ahead and get started, okay? So go ahead and hit new, hit decal. You want this square right here, okay? And then you want to switch the color, and you want to match the number color. Okay, so it's a little bit darker. So darker than, you know, when you mostly see this thing. We'll go with that one. I don't want to make it too bright red because it's not. It's not maroon, but yeah. So we got that done. Let's go ahead and move this, and we're gonna go from a view up here. So go ahead and scale this thing down to a little line, guys. This is probably the hardest part of doing this paint scheme. And one thing you want to do is not make this line too big. You see how the line hits the rear window? That might be a little bit too big because some of these angles switch up on us, okay? So it's there, we're ready. Let's go ahead and move this, and we're gonna start right here. We're gonna move it right next to the spoiler in the rear, okay? Should just try to make sure the lines when you move them all meet up. Okay, so it's there, it's there. I'm gonna go, this is one thing we're doing different this whole video. You hit R1. Okay, and mirror. You see mirror right there? If I take the left and go down, you want to do that. So, oops, my bad. Okay, it's on already. So, you see up above the 12 right there on my car, it says mirror mode on. That means it's basically duplicating it on the other side of the car. So, we'll go ahead and hit stamp. You want to stamp it right there. Boom, it's on there. Now, you want to move this down. And you see the damn glares in the way? Well, go ahead and take this line and move it down. Alright? We're getting there, guys. Just line them up next to each other. Boom. Okay, it's connected. Now go ahead and stamp that one. And mirror mode is still on, so it's creating the same thing on the other side of the car. Right here, his lines get really close to his window. So we'll go ahead and stamp it. We'll stamp it right there, okay? We're gonna bring it down even more. Mirror mode, leave it on. Connect this with that one and bring it down. this damn shadow or glare is in our way. Okay, we're gonna rotate the end of this up a little bit because we stay close to the thing right there. Okay, so boom, it's stamped. And move it up again. Now we're working our way towards the hood. Okay, it's there. You want to stay where we're at, okay? So go ahead and hit stamp again. Boom. Moving it out here. And then this is where we might have to change the length of this. Yes, we do. Okay. So go ahead and hit scale, leave mirror mode on, and scale this line so it's thinner, okay? Or not as long. So it's right there. We're gonna go ahead and hit stamp, and then we're gonna move the line, okay? We're moving the camera with the right analog. Okay, we're gonna have to make this. We'll just go from here. Alright guys, so we're gonna have to make this a little bit shorter again, just a little bit, okay? So we're decreasing the length of it. Okay, then go ahead and move it close. Oh, I'm trying to line this thing up without moving my analog. Okay, boom, and then stamp it again. Okay, boom, that's done, right? So let's go ahead and move this so we can see what the heck we're dealing with. I say right here, just keep mirror mode on, okay guys? I wish that damn light, okay, there we go. Boom. Okay, that's good. We're gonna move it in a little bit. We could almost make the scale longer where it will reach all the way across, okay? And then move it. That's looking pretty damn good. Okay, boom. Now just hit stamp and boom. There you go. There's your red pinstripe, whatever you want to call that. Line, and it should be on both sides of your car going down, okay? So on the football game, it looks like the Lions returned a punt. I don't know what the hell's going on, but the excitement just picked up. Anthony, will you play NASCAR 15 today? I already did. Somebody says debris in turn 2 or 2. Are we get an Xbox today? Possibly. You have a good day, bud. Alright, NASCAR Racing, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, okay, I caught up on comments, guys, so let's continue on. Next, we're going to do the black line, which, let's see how many lines we got here. We got 9 of them. Okay, we could either do this the hard way or we could do this the easy way. And it looks like our lines are kind of messed up on that side of the car. Son of a biscuit. Damn it. Okay, whatever. We're gonna do this just whatever because we messed up on the other side, guys. It's not looking like how it's supposed to. I must have had the camera at the wrong angle. Okay, so we'll just go and hit decal again. Take the square. Mirror mode. If 2 of them show up, just turn it off. Turn the mirror mode on and off. This, you want to change the color, and we're going to go with black this time. Alright. So let's go ahead and shrink this down. Looks like the Vikings are going to win this game. Let's go ahead and move this. You know what? We're going to have to do this individually. It's a damn shame. But yeah. Okay, let me move this, move that up. Okay, so these lines are pretty close to each other. You see, I'll show you what I'm dealing with here, guys. It's not a good thing. Boom. Okay, if I hit mirror mode, watch, I'm gonna stamp it. Okay, it's there. You see how this black line hits that part of the rear spoiler? Well, over here it's hitting by the tail light, so I gotta adjust some lines here after we finish this. So it appears I gotta do this all by itself or manually, but it shouldn't be no problem. So we'll go ahead and hit stamp. We're gonna bring this down. We just gotta keep it close. I want to say that's a little bit too... We're getting too much by that Menards logo. Okay, stamp. Bring this over. Rotate it up a little bit. You might have to go all the way around the car like this, guys, by yourself. Alright, I'm sorry. It's just the way the game makes a mirror image on here. Stamp, move. Especially at this angle with this camera. I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's move this. Stamp. We're gonna rotate the tip of that down. Oops. Boom. Okay, we got to make this shorter now because we're getting close to the line right here. By the way, the next football game on TV, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful turkey dinner with your family. Use it up, guys. Okay, so let's move this down. And our dang mirror image is on. I don't know why. On, off. Okay, boom. So we'll go ahead and turn this and make it longer. Oops, scale. Boom. Okay, we don't want to get it too separate. There's a little bit of yellow showing, but not a lot, okay? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? If you guys are looking at this paint scheme on Google or something. Okay. That one we might have to go back and fix. Because I don't want it to get too low where we're hitting the... where we're hitting the Ford logo. It just barely goes across the top of it. So let me do that now. We're just gonna adjust this. Okay, boom, and then scale it down, move it up. We're messing with this corner piece above the light. Hey, that looks good. Okay. Adjust, move this, and then hit move, stamp it, move it across. Rotate. Oh. Okay. Dang it. Oops. Move. stamping that. Okay, let's move this up. Why is that line there? I don't get it. That line shouldn't be there, guys. We're gonna have to go through and edit. Something went wrong. Okay. So that line shouldn't be there on the other side. We got to redo the lines on the left and right, or this side. These lines should hit the rear spoiler, but they're not. So that line is showing up by the left front tire. That means it's time to go and save and exit again. Wow. Ford Field really emptied out right away. Everybody's like, I'm headed home. Lewis Gordon says, I'm not having Thanksgiving until Saturday. Cool. Switch says, congrats, Anthony. Your scheme is awesome. Thanks, man. Zachary says, dang, that sucks, Anthony. It really does, but you'll fix it. Yeah, I'll fix it, guys. The Lions were offsides during that. Oh, okay, yeah, I understand, during that one play. Yeah, you have a good day too, man. Everybody that showed up here. Okay, we'll go back. No breaks here, guys. Straight up work. Edit paint scheme. I'm hoping that was just an error and that other line isn't there. Oh, it is there. God, how did that happen? Alright, well, I know what we got to do for this red line. It's just the, let's go do it. We're going to erase the, well, you'll see. Okay, so if this happened to you, this is what you want to do. Go to adjust, okay, and it loaded up wrong. So we'll hit adjust right there. So now we're dealing with the line by the spoiler right there. What you want to do is go to mirror. It says mirror mode on. You want to do it off. Boom. And now go back and do the same thing for 23. Mirror mode on, mirror mode off. Boom. It'll be there. But on the other side, where that jack thing is and that guy's standing, it's going to disappear. It won't be there anymore. So right here, go mirror mode on, mirror mode off, and boom. Just work your way up through these 10 red lines, turning the mirror mode on and off, and you should be okay. Okay, so we're gonna go to adjust, mirror mode on, mirror mode off. Sometimes mirror mode works good. Sometimes when you got the camera angle wrong, it won't work good. And that's what happened to us. So mirror mode on, mirror mode off. Back to 17. Oops. Let's go back. Mirror mode, adjust, mirror mode on, mirror mode off. Boom. 16, mirror mode on, mirror mode off. Boom. Okay, so there you go. You see the line, the red line disappeared from this side now. We got to do that all separate. But yeah, it's still over here because it left it. So what we could do is just continue on right now. Let's go to number 16 and stamp it, okay? It's stamped there. It's basically this line right here. And we'll go ahead and turn this. Move it out here. Turn it. Move it down. It's a little bit too high. Oops. Okay, stamp. And then go ahead and move this over here. Mirror mode should be off, so we shouldn't have any issues at all. We got to shrink this down. And it's kind of getting too wide. We need to keep the lines close to each other. Oops. Stamp and then move it. Okay. This is looking good, but I'm kind of getting worried. Whatever though, stamp, move it, let's get this thing done. We still gotta work on our number 12 after this anyway. So, move that down a little bit. Stamp. Okay, keep moving up the line. Don't be stopping, guys. That black line's gonna get in the way, but we're gonna have to move those. Okay, we zoomed in with the R1 button. So go ahead and stamp that right there. Move on down the line. Let's go over here. And get ready to stamp. Stamp. Move this down. We gotta get back close to there. Okay, stamp. Move this down. We're gonna zoom out. This should reach right over here. Okay, right there. Boom. Boom. Okay, so that's finally done. We got that red line going across there how it should be. But next we got to work on that black line, which I don't get why the line showed up anyway. So we're gonna go to our black lines, which start right here at 15, and do the same thing. Turn the mirror on and off. Okay, we'll hit adjust. And let's hit circle to go back one more time. Okay, we're gonna hit adjust. We're gonna turn mirror on, mirror off, and then apply. Same thing through them all. Adjust, mirror on, mirror off, boom. Adjust, mirror on, mirror off, boom. Now we're up to 12. Adjust, mirror on, mirror off, boom. I'll quit saying boom. Number 10, mirror on, mirror off. Number 9, mirror on, mirror off. Number 8, adjust, mirror on, mirror off. Apply. Number 7, mirror on, mirror off. Number 6, adjust. Number 5, adjust, mirror on, mirror off. Number 4, mirror on, mirror off. Boom. Okay, so we're almost done. Hold on. Adjust, mirror on, mirror off. Number 3, adjust, mirror on, mirror off. Number 1, adjust, mirror on, mirror off. Okay, so we're right there. Now let's go ahead and we'll just hit adjust. Boom. We're gonna stamp that there and then move it. We're almost done with this. We'll go ahead and turn the angle of that line. Also bring it up a little bit closer to the red line. We're gonna turn the angle of that side. Okay. Stamp it, move it. Stamp and move. Stamp and move, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching, by the way. It's Thanksgiving today that I'm making this. So if you're watching this in the future, happy Thanksgiving. Boom. Gotta turn the angle. Keep these lines together because they go together on the paint scheme. Move. They get really close to each other right above by the driver's side and the passenger side, by the door. Boom. Okay, and then right here I skip ahead a little bit and turn the angle of that line. This black part touches the rear spoiler right there, okay? Boom. And let's zoom in. We're gonna hit move, and let's zoom in and get this last part connected. So we're gonna shrink these sides down. And boom. Okay, there we go. Your driver won a championship. 10 likes for that car. Thanks, man. Thank you. So let's go ahead and we're gonna save this where we're at right now, guys. Let's save it. We're gonna hit that button, press start, save and exit. Save over the older version, yes. Driver won the championship. Do you play on Xbox 360 anymore? If you look at my videos, we did, I'm not too sure how long ago it was, but we did. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me show you guys something. 1 second. I'm gonna select this and that and crop, file save as, we'll call it RB 2018 and we'll save it to my desktop. Okay, let me show you guys what I'm doing here. This is the only picture I used today. Alright, that's the only picture I used to make this paint scheme. There isn't that many available online as of today, November 23rd, 2018. So let's go take a look. I think my Discord is linked in the Veterans Day, yada yada yada. Okay. We still gotta fix the two here, guys, so don't worry about it. But let's see how this lines up. Okay, I think it should be more like that, right? So that is the only picture I have of this car. I mean, I guess the lines need to be a little bit more closer, but you guys could put the lines together on your own to make it look a little bit better. It looks like I messed up on that one side, but let's flip the car to look at the other side, which doesn't look that bad. I hope not. Which they used an angle like this, I think. Yeah, that's about the angle. Hold on. Well, you really can't see, you know. You really can't see any of it. But this, let me switch this picture. Put the picture like that. Man, excuse me, I need something to drink. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? I'm just taking a little break here, guys. So the number we gotta mess with. We gotta fix that, the 12 number. Happy Thanksgiving. Also, the color looks a little bit different, but I think we could change that. But yeah, that is what we were working with, guys. Let me shrink that down a little bit. I'm gonna try to match this up with that. What's up, Carlos? He says, I'm thankful for all your videos. Hey, thanks, dude. So yeah, we try to make this paint scheme here. We're gonna keep working on it though. Also, we did not add the iAnthuny logos that always go on everything. I got them here. Don't worry. If you watch my videos, you see that on all of my paint schemes, I have my own logos that I put on here. So here's one of them. I always put a YouTube logo on these. So we'll go ahead and stick that right there. I'm gonna shrink it down a little bit. The width is a little bit too much. Okay, we'll stamp it. Then let's move it to the other side. Okay, and we'll just stamp that one right there also. Are you gonna do Chase Elliott's scheme? We'll see. Do one race with this car. I know, I should. Give me 1 second. I also always put my name on here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Well, my YouTube name. Today I'm feeling like we should let's use this font. I mean, I always use it. I use this one all the time, it seems, for these. So we'll move this down here, shrink it. And I put my name right there on the cars all the time. Okay, boom. Let's see, can I move the camera? Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna put this up a little bit. We should put it right there. The Fords have a different grill that they got more room than what I'm used to working with on the Chevys. Yeah, that looks kind of sloppy. The thing is, it's too wide and the thing is so angled. I just have to put it like that. Okay. I want to get working on this 12 part right here. Okay, we gotta find a matching yellow, a decal, of course. And it looks like it could be a circle. We're gonna scale this circle down and move it like right about here. Oh, this is gonna mess everything up, but part of doing paint schemes is you like to get it as authentic as you can, right? So this color will have to be actually, let me see. And we gotta do this all the way around too. I wonder if we should okay. I'm trying to think, guys. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking let's just go to the brush and do it. But the brush really makes it where I can't tell what yellow I'm dealing with here. But we'll dang it. Give me 1 second, guys. Brush. And then I forgot. I gotta hit square so I edit the damn thing next time. So here we go. Square. Edit. This is gonna be difficult. Okay. Mainly it's gonna be difficult because the orange, I can't match up the, or not the orange, the yellow. My bad. I can't really match the yellow from the paint scheme to this yellow. I mean, that's way too bright. Like, it's gonna look kind of weird, like it off. I think that's it, right? Maybe a little bit brighter. Okay. Moving this over here. Let's move it right through here. We're gonna have to stamp it. No. Son of a biscuit. Okay, we'll make it black. God, and then here I just took forever finding that color. Okay, so we'll stamp that black. 1, 2. Okay, and then we messed up already. 2. Okay, I'm gonna change the color. Let's scale it down. The thing is that I'm trying to okay, I'm almost done. I think this is gonna be good enough. You know what? That's gonna have to work, guys. I'm just leaving it that way. Okay, RB Ryan Blaney 2018. Oops. Boom. Okay, I gotta change my channel to the other football game. Give me 1 second, guys. Looks like golf is on Fox now. I'm not a big golf guy, so I mean, I like watching women's golf once in a while because some of them are freaking little cuties, I'm telling you. Okay, the next football game is on CBS. You got the Chargers and Dallas Cowboys. Okay, so we'll go to brush. We're almost done here, guys. I mean, except for we didn't do the decals on the deck lid, which I can't even tell what they are, honestly. So you really can't be mad at me. Just a scale. We're gonna make this bigger. Move this down. Scale. Make it bigger. Wider. Rotate it just a tad. There we go. Okay, that looks really ridiculous, but man, sometimes you gotta just work with what you got, I guess. I mean, the 2 looks a little bit more like a Penske 2 than that 2. So yeah, scale, make this big, still bigger, and then wider. Then we gotta rotate it just a tad. Bring it right there.
When you're old and gray,
Okay.
full of sleep, and nodding by the fire.
stamp, and then we're gonna move this 12.
Dream the soft look your eyes had once, and loved the sorrows of your changing face.
They draw straight lines.
Okay, stamp. And then last, we're gonna move this one above this one. Because that doesn't look right. At least right here it looks a little bit more Penske 2-ish. So we'll stamp that one there, and then, oh man, what the hell? Yeah, okay, that's good. And then we're gonna move this last one towards right here. We need to make it a little bit wider and place it. Okay, so all the other 2s or 12s we got to remove. So we're gonna go down the list. We're at layer 50, 60, 70. Okay, we're gonna remove this one. So hit edit and then just go to delete. Work your way through these. Delete the old ones, guys. They're 2000 and late. One of the best things you could do to make your car look more real is don't use the number that you can stick in there, and like they do the font for you. Like, you see how I had to put a little bit of orange in there, or yellow, but it makes it look more Penske-ish. That's what you should do. We need to put a sponsor up here by the 12. And I'm thinking if this is the Menards car, it definitely has to have a Menards logo up here. So boom, you see how good that looks already? I didn't even have to do anything. We'll just hit stamp. Boom. So there you go, guys. That's basically it. We put the YouTube logos on there, the iAnthuny stamp, Ford Fusion, number 12. We did the red and black lines around this car, Menards, Duracell. On this picture right here that I'm showing you guys, he has no, there's no rear sponsor there. Jonathan Fletcher says, happy Thanksgiving, I'm off for dinner. Alright, enjoy it, dude. Have a great Thanksgiving. Zachary Murph says, hey Redman, how come you have a channel with no videos? Just wondering. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Billy Davis says, get the app. Make a video soon. I make a video soon, says Redman. Okay, so Kota Sherman says, hey, I'm off to eat. See ya. Alright, enjoy it, dude. Take one bite from me. And I hope it's a good bite, alright? But yeah, I think we're pretty much done here, guys. That is pretty much it. Let's go ahead and try to get this same camera shot they got. It's somewhat it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's my bad. I just now seen that. Let's try to do that before the before this game freaking glitches up on us. Yeah, I don't see a red I don't see the red we had, so we'll just try to get a red close to it. Okay, which it looks like they did more than just the splitter. You know what I mean? It looks like there's a little bit more red, but that's all they give you on here. Which we could do a red line across the bottom, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go and save this again before it freezes up on us. Save, yes. I hope it didn't freeze already. Please don't freeze, because it should have... Okay. Carlos Cifuentes says, Happy Thanksgiving. I'm having Thanksgiving food with all my friends and family, and we're really thankful. Hey, that's great, dude. Zachary says, got one of the red decals to go in color. It says Palat and go back to splitter, and red will be there. Okay. Which, are you saying I'm missing the red decal? Because I don't see it. I don't see, I mean, he's got sponsors on his deck lid. You see the deck lid right here, but I can't see him. I can't see the sponsors on the deck lid, which is, it makes it, you know, not seem, what's up, Lil Landers, thanks a lot. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. But let's go take a ride, huh? Single player, track testing. Should we go to track testing? Yeah, let's just do track testing. And at Daytona. Save. Oh, I see. Okay. So we're gonna head to Daytona just to practice with this car. Fire breathing rubber ducky says hi, how you doing? Okay, boom. So here we go. This is it. This is what we just worked on for the past hour. But it's done. Ryan Blaney's 2018 paint scheme looks kind of bare from the hood view and the rear view. There isn't much to it. You can read Duracell on there. Whoa, whoa. We're all over the place. Okay, hold on. Let's we're gonna go back to the race shop. Let's go do a race real quick. I don't know. Somebody tag me in the post. Let's take a look. Nice, dude. Yeah, what's his name? Pedro Napoli made a paint scheme. Looks a little different than mine, but it's on here. Boom. I'm just gonna do a computer race, guys. Just to test the old paint scheme out. Okay, should we do 4 laps? We gotta turn this way up. No, we're gonna do 4 laps, and we're gonna keep this at 0. Alright, no qualifying. Opponent difficulty. We're racing with NASCAR Heat 2 settings. Do Brad Keselowski's new discount tire 2018 scheme. Let me look it up. And I like how you spell his name, Brad Keselowski, like he's a horse. Let's see. Is that his 2018 scheme? Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Looks super simple too, man. Save as, save. Guys, this is what this is the scheme somebody just suggested to do. It looks super easy. Let me know what you guys think. I just got done creating Chase Elliott's number 9 paint scheme. Is it on video? No. Yeah, the number 2 car. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, says random person on YouTube. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, man. So this is Brad Kozlowski's discount tire paint scheme for 2018. Looks super easy, guys. Yeah, it says it's easy. This one that I just did too, it was really easy. This Menards, Ryan Blaney paint scheme, which we've been streaming for under 2 hours. Happy Thanksgiving, fire breathing rubber ducky. Okay, let's get to it. So we just made this paint scheme. I don't know the deck lid sponsors. Someday I'll have to put them on here, but yeah. Alright. It's on 0 difficulty, so we should be able to fly right by these guys. Can we pass below the yellow too? Looks like it. Oh no, they're gonna draft right past us, guys. I don't think I'm gonna get there in 4 laps. Oh, they're drafting too strong, man. Whoa, we almost lost it. Hey, wait, we might get there. Thanks, Casey Kane. Oh yeah, we're gonna get there, guys. Giving Jeff Gordon a big push. We did it. I mean, it's just too easy. Okay. Well, that was fun. We're going to hit the cone. We're pulling away now, guys. Yeah, it's on NASCAR Heat 2 difficulty. So we're pulling away. If anything, it might be a decent replay. I think it looks okay. I mean, I don't know what else I could change on here. We're going to do this one last lap. Somebody said it looks like there's 2 Ryan Blaney's. Yeah, there was for a split second there. Look how far we are ahead. If you put the difficulty at 0, we're blowing these guys away. We're like Dale Jr. from 2002 and 3. We're almost done. I want to watch the replay, and then that'll be it. I know a lot of you guys are probably Dallas Cowboy fans, but I hope the Cowboys lose today. Alright, let's cross the line here. The rear of this car looks so basic, man. It looks so plain. They should stick something on there. Even a Penske logo would help. Okay, so let's watch the replay. Thanks for watching, guys.